Morning, guys. Joe Deary, Powerful Improvements, Putnam, Connecticut. Today is Thursday, May 22nd, I think, and it is freezing cold and pouring rain out here today. We had today scheduled off. I actually have the rest of the week scheduled off because we're planning to go to Maine. I'm just not traveling up there in the pouring rain today. So we're taking some time to take care of some details on the truck today. The major one being replacing my 100-gallon slim tank straps with this beautiful aluminum cage that Leon makes. And Leon is a great guy. If you're not using Leon, you're missing out. The service is truly second to none. And Leon gave me this cage for everything that we're doing here with the MoFlow for him. So we deeply appreciate that, Leon. I'll put a link down below in the description of the video. You can check out Southern style trailer builds, and Leon makes all kinds of good stuff and does all kinds of equipment and trailer sales, rig build outs, etc. beyond just doing this MoFlow. But we're tired of looking redneck. I'm trying to move away from that where I can. You know, we've been using these straps. These are obviously last season straps. Everything's rusty and crusty. And Leon, being the good guy that he is, says you just can't have me representing his equipment and not looking professional. So made me the cage, which you can buy on his website, and we're gonna get that installed today. I took all my ladders off the top of the truck. They're all stacked up outside. I've got to take some chemical out of this tank. We're gonna transfer this back into the 330-gallon tank right over here with our Remco pump, disconnect some hosing, and then I'm gonna try to lever this tank up onto the top of my 275 toes, just kind of get up there, lay it on there, put my cage in position, get it bolted down, and then just drop the tank right back in, replumb everything, will be good to go. Let's give it a try, see what happens next. All right, we easily pulled all the plumbing off, draped it around accordingly. All sorts of boogers up here. And I'm simply cutting these straps off of here, not dealing with trying to undo these. We have no reason to keep them. And they are just crusty, nasty. Won't be keeping any of that. And it's satisfying just to cut them off and get rid of them. All right, we got the 12 volt set up. Put a little bungee cord around this just so it doesn't pop out accidentally. And we're transferring chemical back into the big tank. I got a little bit of silt in the bottom of this tank. We'll show you. Pretty clean for the most part. A little bit of silt down there, not too much. So we're gonna get this as empty as we possibly can. And then I'm gonna pick it up and just try to get it to lay flat up on there, long enough for me to get the metal cage in. We'll bolt it down, put it back together. Well, it's up there. Obviously, I'm gonna get my shop vac out, clean up what I can. We're dripping, soaking wet from being outside running estimates this morning. Nothing I can do about that. All right, that worked out slick. We got it very empty. I got a drop stick I gotta fish out of there. A little bit of silt, leaf or two, and I'm gonna see if I can't easily get this out of the back of the truck, and I'm gonna take this outside and rinse it real quick. Since I was able to get it so empty, I think I can manage that. Okay, we got our spider web of hoses waiting to go back in. Look at how yucky this is back here. I got cut zip ties for my plumbing, leaves, wetness, goop, all up in here. We're gonna clean it up pretty decently right now with the shop vac, and that's all we can do. This is what it looks like when you're cranking every day, you ride it hard and put it away wet, day in and day out. Oh yeah, the heat is cranking in here. All sorts of heat coming off the front of this stove for me. Thank you again, Ron Tebow. You are the man. Tebow's Pressure Washing up in Webster, Mass. Gave me that stove. Real nice guy. I got this Stanley floor heater. I've had this thing 25 years. Works perfectly. I use it out here in the barn when I spill water. I'm gonna just dry this area out a little bit. See if there's anything else I want to do real quick while I have it apart. Might make some adjustment to my piping on the side over here. Anyway, while it dries, we're gonna go outside and rinse that tank. All right, that's what we look like now. Nice and clean. Big difference. Sweet. This is as clean as it's gonna get. All right, there she sits. Pretty much centered, a little offset. If I could go this way a little bit more, it'd be perfect. But I do want to maintain this tube system that I have in here, so I'm not moving that. Pretty close. I did have to cut my feed line right here to be able to get it to work around, and we will be replacing that pretty quick here, but that's okay. Had to cut that. That's the only thing I had to cut. And we fit pretty much off about an inch maybe from exactly the width of the tanks here. And again, that's because of how I had to offset things on this side. Sweet, we're gonna bring the tank now up over the top, and then we can just drop it right in like that. right, tank is in. We got some nice stainless lag bolts. One in the back, one on the other side. Should hold it nicely. I'm gonna put the soap tank in here now. Get those hoses put away and we'll be just about done. All right, I'm all done. Everything is replumbed. This is what we look like from up top. About as clean as I can make it. Things zip tied in appropriately. We got our hoses running down nicely along the cage. I replumbed this water feed. Came out real nice. I'm happy with that. We get the 5.5 plumbed right here. The valve goes under, and I'll show you how that connects over there. Real happy with the tank. The 15-gallon soap tank, I usually have floating in here. It moves around a little bit. It doesn't move too much though, because it kind of backs up against the machine platform. It doesn't have far to go. It's never tipped over on me all this time. It wiggles around a little bit, but that's about it. So that's how that will remain. Pretty clean look for me. Machines are all back in place. I want to show you on this, we got all of our plumbing, water feed into there. My whip line actually fits right through here, right by the little elbow in the tank, which made a cleaner line for me because coming around here, I wasn't quite able to make the angle. I'm gonna get a 45, I think, that comes off of here and come this way with it instead, or maybe down here through here still like that. I put a piece of hose in here to help protect that a little bit. I also gathered up my wires and put a little extra piece of rubber hose that I had in there as like a collar. So it keeps them gathered together and stops things from vibrating. This is the 5.5. We got a banjo on the end of that. This is my hand wash station, water bucket filling station, and this clicks right in to the 5.5 when we want to run that. Now we have water to the 5.5. When we want hand wash station, because we don't use the 5.5 that often, we can run it like that. Fill buckets, hand wash, and I just kind of stash that right in there. We're on the battery charger. We'll leave it sit there for a couple days. I'm not running again now until Tuesday of next week. I put about 75, 80 gallons worth of shock in here, and you can see that the tank wants to belly out, but it can't. Nice and clean. Love that look. Thank you again, Leon. That's what she's gonna look like now, guys. Real happy with it. Peeled my Wash So Hard sticker off from its previous position, moved it down, see how long it lasts, put a new one in there if we have to. Put the ladders back on maybe tomorrow when it's not raining. I'll be ready to go. You guys enjoy your Memorial Day weekend coming up. Spend some time with your family, and we'll catch you all next week.